Hi there. For today's Read Aloud, we are going to be reading The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now, this book is pretty cool because it's a tale and play, meaning you can read this book like a regular book. See the words right here? Or you can flip to the back, and here you go. Here's a play. And that's what we're focusing on, right? We're focusing on dramas, plays, okay? So right here, here's the cast and the different characters in this play, okay? So what I'm going to do today is I am going to be acting out the play for you. All right, so before we begin, I would like for you to think of the different elements that we just went over. The characteristics of a drama. Think of the cast, characters, dialogue, setting. All right. And I would also like for you to make a prediction. I'm sure some of you already know this story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. But if you don't, go ahead and make a prediction. And if you have heard the story, you can always retell the story in your head if you'd like. All right, so if you need more time, just go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to get started. So I'm going to have my copy right here, and I'm going to have the character list right here, and I'm just going to show you the regular pages. All right. All right, before we begin, I am going to be introducing to you the characters in this play. So we're going to have the narrator, Joseph, father, village girl, first village man, second village man, third village man, and there's going to be a wolf and a sheep. The sheep and the wolf, they don't talk. They're just kind of there, okay? All right, so whenever you... I want to kind of explain before I start reading. It doesn't say narrator right here, but on my copy, the play that I'm following, it's the same text, same words, but it tells me who's talking, okay? All right, narrator. Once upon a time, a boy named Joseph lived with his family in a small village. There were high hills all around the village, and away in the distance, there was a dark forest. Joseph was learning to be a shepherd boy. On his first morning, he had to take the sheep up to a high meadow all by himself. So that's the narrator. He's kind of giving us some background information on what he's doing. All right, the first character. Father, you must sit and watch our sheep all day, Joseph. Do not let them go out of the meadow. That's what Father just told him. Joseph, I will look after the sheep, Father, and when the sun goes down, I will bring them home. So there he is, looking after the sheep. Father, there are wolves in the forest, Joseph. If you see a wolf coming out of the forest to get the sheep, you must call me. I will bring the men from the village up to the meadow to help you chase it away. Narrator. Remember, a narrator is not an actual character in the story. He's letting us, the audience, know what's happening. Joseph sat and watched the sheep. The day went by very slow. As you can tell, he's kind of like, just kind of getting bored. Joseph, I am so bored and lonely. I am tired of watching the sheep and looking out for the wolves. I will be glad when the sun goes down and I can walk home with the sheep. Narrator. Early the next morning, Joseph had to take the sheep up to the meadow again. The day went by even more slowly. Then, as Joseph sat watching the sheep, an idea came to him. Here's Joseph. Joseph, I pretend that a wolf is coming out of the forest. Someone will come running up here to see me. Narrator. Remember, narrator's not the character. He's just letting us, the audience, know what's going on. So Joseph shouted down to his father. Joseph, help me, a wolf is coming to get the sheep. Wolf, wolf. Village girl, Joseph has seen a wolf. So here he is calling out to the town that he saw a wolf. Father to the village men. So his father is talking to the village men. Come with me, Joseph has seen a wolf. We must go up to the meadow and help him. First village man, we will come with you. Second village man, we must take some heavy sticks with us. Third village man, We will help chase the wolf away. Here they are. That's the little village girl. Joseph, the different men from the village. Narrator. But when they got to the meadow, there was no wolf to be seen. Why is that? Because Joseph didn't see a wolf. He just had the idea of saying wolf, wolf to get them up to the meadow. Joseph. The wolf went away when it heard you coming. First village man. That's lucky. Second village man. We must have frightened it away. Third village man. We can go back to work now. Father. You can bring the sheep home later, Joseph, when the sun goes down. Narrator. But the next day, Joseph played the same trick again. He called down to his father. Joseph. Come and help me. I can see a wolf. Wolf, wolf. Father to the villageman. Joseph has seen the wolf again. We must go and help him. Narrator. Again, the men ran up the hillside to the meadow. Okay, here we go. First village man. Where's the wolf? Second village man. I cannot see any wolves. Third village man. I'm going back to work in the village. Father. The wolf has gone away, Joseph. You will be safe now. Narrator. And Joseph's father went back to the village with the men. The following day, Joseph called down to the village again. Now let's make a quick prediction. Do you think that the men are going to come up this time? Yes or no? All right, let's read to find out. Joseph. Wolf, wolf, the wolf is coming. Narrator. But this time, when the men came and found no wolf, they were angry with Joseph. So they did come, but this time, look at their faces, they're angry. First village man. You have called us 3 times now, and we have never seen a wolf. Second village man. We don't believe you anymore. Third village man. We are not coming to help you again. Narrator. But the next day, when Joseph looked over at the forest, he saw a dark shadow moving out of the trees. There's that dark shadow. Here's Joseph with his sheep. Joseph. A wolf really is coming out of the forest. I must call down to the village. Narrator. Joseph was very frightened. Joseph. Wolf! Wolf! I can see a wolf! First village man. We are not going to listen to Joseph. Second village man. We are not going to be tricked again. Because how many times did he trick him? 3 times. Narrator. Joseph was terrified. He ran down the hillside. Joseph. Help me, help me. The wolves are coming out of the forest. They will get the sheep. Narrator. But no one paid any attention to Joseph. He had tricked them too many times. Father. Come with me, Joseph. I will take you back up to the hillside. You must look after the sheep. Narrator. But when Joseph and his father reached the meadow, they saw a terrible sight. The wolves had taken all the sheep. So when it says taken, they took the sheep. So here he is running down. Joseph, no one came to help me. No one listened to me. Father, you cried wolf too many times when there was no wolf, Joseph. So when the wolves really came, no one believed you. Joseph, I am very sorry for what I have done, Father. Narrator. And from that moment on, Joseph knew he must always tell the truth so that people could believe him and trust him. All right, so that was a little play. I was playing all the characters from this play. So let's go ahead and talk about how many characters we noticed. Or we can actually just look right here. There is Joseph, father, village girl, first village man, second village man, And third, village man. The sheep and the wolf, they are characters in the play, but I didn't talk for them or anything, did I? So there were 6 characters, because the narrator, he's not a character in the play, is he? No, he's an important part of the cast, but he's not an actual character that's acting it out, right? All right, and so let's talk about the different settings we noticed. In a meadow, a little village, outdoors, daytime. These are all setting. Remember, setting is not just where, it's also when. And right now we can tell it's daytime. So I think that's about it for the setting. And then the next thing is dialogue. Now, let me see. I'm going to zoom in. Remember, dialogue is what? It's a conversation between 2 or more characters. And I told you about the quotes, right? So right here, see that quote? Wolf, wolf, I can see a wolf. Right there. The beginning of the beginning and the ending. This lets us know someone is talking, but the people just went on with their work. So I know this is Joseph talking right here. He's talking, he's shouting out to the townspeople. So this right here lets me, the reader, know that this is a dialogue. Joseph is talking to who? The village people, all right? Okay, so that's just a couple of different elements of drama that we've gone over. We've gone over cast, character, told you what narrator is, to tell the overview of what's happening in the story, setting, and now the dialogue. I hope you enjoyed today's read aloud, the play of The Boy Who Cried Wolf.